Nearly 200 dead bodies have been pulled from Houston Bayou since 2017. Is it a coincidence, or does Houston have a serial killer? I'll let you be the judge. All right, let's talk some statistics, okay? The most recent victim was found on December 24th near or in Buffalo Bayou, okay? Still unidentified, cause of death still unknown. But also know that there were two more bodies found in two separate bayous on December 22nd, the same day. 2 days apart, three different bodies, all right? I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I have common sense. Common sense says, look for trends, okay? Granted, Houston is one of the fourth largest city in the US, but at the same time, if there's so many bodies being found in these bayous, is that just a coincidence? I don't know. I can't tell you. But I will tell you this. If you as a Houstonian walking under an overpass, and you know there's been 34 bodies found, 16 bodies found in this particular bayou itself, Buffalo Bayou, would you feel safe running here, kayaking like people? Or would you be like, no, I'm gonna pass? City officials, Houston Police Department, the mayor, all said, it's not a serial killer, there's nothing to worry about, guys. Don't kill a messenger, man. 3 bodies, 2 days in the bayou. All right, y'all. Let's keep on with this investigation. Back to the truck. All right. So, on September 25th, 2025, a woman's body was found in this area in White Oak Bayou in downtown Houston. I want to say out of the 34 bodies, 4 of the victims have been women, 30 have been males, okay? Now, I will say this, because I can see it here. A lot of the victims have been ruled accidental deaths, a lot of drownings, which is pretty typical in Houston. I think last year in 2024, there were 34 bodies pulled from Houston bayous. So it's nothing really typical or untypical that's going on this year, but this year this seems a little bit different. Now, when I say about drownings, this is the Bayou City. We have bayous everywhere, including flash flood bayous. Where I'm at now, it has a lot of grassy area, but there's a lot of bayous that have concrete slabs that become very slippery. People slide and can't regain, gone. And this kind of give you an idea of how much the water can fluctuate in this area. If you can see right here, okay, I'm about 30 feet above the water level. I'm gonna say about 30 feet above the water level. As you can see, the vegetation over here, see how it's all just kind of laid down like this? Yeah, that tells you that the water levels can rise this high and that quick here in Houston. So yeah, it's dangerous out here, man. It's dangerous naturally, but once again, the 34 bodies have not all been ruled accidental deaths. The same week in which this woman was found in this area, there were additional bodies found in bayous. And understand, like, we're not in the middle of nowhere, okay? I'm in downtown Houston, all right? We have huge industrial buildings all surrounding the area. Major freeways, and etc. Now, from the research I've been done, a lot of the victims have been homeless people. There's been a lot of change in Houston with different ordinance that pushed the homeless population out of downtown Houston. This is because the ordinance changed and it pushed them out of downtown Houston. Doesn't mean they're not homeless no more. Now you see a lot of tents popping up around bayous along the city. And unfortunately, like I said, water levels catch people off guard, people slip, people fall, and etc. So from the research I've done, unfortunately, a lot of the victims have been homeless people. But once again, it's not all accidental deaths. Makes me kind of wonder, like, how many deaths or murders will have to classify for someone to be considered a serial killer, okay? If we have 34 deaths, let's say one person killed 3 people, dumped them in a bayous, does that qualify as being a serial killer? I don't know. Once again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just stating facts and also a little bit of my opinion. Let's keep the investigation going. On to the next spot. All right, so we're pretty much in the heart of downtown Houston, or somewhat. This is the 701 jail, and this area right here is where White Oak Bayou and Buffalo Bayou kind of meet and converge together in this area of downtown Houston. The numbers are pretty interesting because you have this situation where probably within a 2-mile radius, 2-mile square radius, there was a victim found in Buffalo Bayou on September 25th, okay? Probably half a mile later, there was another one, June 9th, in White Oak Bayou. Probably another half a mile from there, another victim found June 11th. Probably a mile farther down the road, another victim, December 22nd, right? And another mile down the road, another victim, April 15th, all right? So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4. We're talking 5 victims in a range of 2 or 3 square miles. So yeah, is it a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know. Only thing I do know is that that's a lot of bodies in bayous in a condensed area. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. But if Houston does have a serial killer, it's pretty damn bold to be dumping bodies near the jail systems with hundreds of sheriff detention officers and etc. But it might not be a serial killer. It just might be a coincidence of bad timing condensed down in a small amount of time in a small area. Don't kill the messenger, y'all. I'll let you be the judge. All right, let's continue the investigation. All right, so next location. There were 2 bodies found pretty much in the same area along the same street, which is in Buffalo Bayou near North York Street. Okay, one victim found September 20th, another victim May 9th. Once again, both on North York Street. And just for clarification, I know some of these victims were actually pulled out of the bayou. Some were actually just adjacent to the bayou. So yeah, man, May 9th and September. So just a few months, same stretch of road, 2 more bodies. Okay. And Houston is an interesting place because you have bodies floating along Buffalo Bayou, and in that same stretch of bayou, if you look across, there is a whole, which is news to me, golf course. Yep, there's a golf course. One side of the bayou, there's this homeless here. They got everything they own in a basket. And right across the bayou, there's people playing golf. Let me tell you something. The neighborhood that I'm around right now is not a typical place where you'll find a golf course. This episode is not about gentrification, but it's live and well in Houston. All right, y'all. Let's go back to the truck. Continue the investigation. See if there's any more locations I want to check out. I think there's maybe a couple more bayous as well, where some victims were found, and see what else is out here. The trend that I'm noticing is that the areas in which these bodies are found are definitely urban areas. With the exception of downtown Houston, but even with downtown Houston in those particular areas, it has a pretty high population of homeless people. Like, there's no bodies showing up in the bayous that run along the suburbs, is all I'm saying. In these really nice areas. All right, let's go back to the truck. All right, so the next area, I'm in like Southeast Houston, Old Spanish Trail area. And yeah, there was another grouping, okay? When I say grouping, I mean these bodies were found within a 5-minute drive of each other. We had a victim March 31st, Brays Bayou off of Old Spanish Trail, okay? We had another victim September 15th, once again, Brays Bayou at Texas Spur 5. And pretty recent, on December 22nd, Brays Bayou near the intersection of Texas Spur 5 and Old Spanish Trail. Now, understand it says near the intersection. All these bodies aren't in the actual bayou themselves. Some of them are just at or near around bayous as well. Doesn't mean they're not related, okay? Now, the more I go to these different locations, the more I'm noticing the trend. With Houston being the Bayou City, we have all miles upon miles of stretches of bayou in the city. How are these victims being found within minutes of each other? I'm just saying. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying I have questions, okay? I have questions. What do y'all think, man? At this point in the video, what do y'all think? Is it just a coincidence? Do you think there is a serial killer in Houston? Allegedly, okay, this right here is a conspiracy part. They said that there was allegedly a serial killer in Austin killing people and dropping the bodies off in Lady Bird Lake or river, whatever it is. Apparently the killing stopped because they think that serial killer came down to Houston, and that's when they picked up here. Once again, I am only the messenger. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all, let's go. Sorry, I forgot. There was another one on April 27th, also Bayou in Hockley Street. I can probably drive there in about 5 to 10 minutes. So Bayou, 4 bodies. I don't know, man. I don't know. Next victim was found on May 16th near Aaron Street in Pasadena, Texas. This is Barry's Bayou. Let me tell you something. I have not been to Pasadena, Texas in probably 25 or 30 years. If you're from Houston, you probably know there's no reason to probably ever visit Pasadena unless you made a wrong turn for some reason. No offense, Pasadena, I'm just keeping it real. So yes, another victim found in Barry's Bayou. There's only been one person, to my knowledge, found in this area. There's no groupings like all the other places that I visited. It's just this one location. And yeah. Nice looking bayou. Now, driving into Pasadena, I would definitely say this particular area, it does have the same trends as the other ones, although there's no multiple victims or bodies found. It is in a very urban area, okay? That's the correlation between all these victims, is that it's gonna be in, you know, urban areas in dense populated communities, more or less lower class communities is where all these people are being found at. I can't tell you why that is, but that is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of Pasadena. I'll probably be another 30 years before I ever come back. No offense. All right, so I'm in far East Houston, Galena Park, Jacinto Cinti area. There was another victim found on Greens Bayou, September 15th, in this general area. There was not a, grouping of other bodies, just this one particular person. They say it's not related, but they say that about all the other bodies, okay? I just went to other locations. There were 3 bodies found within a block, but they also said that was unrelated. Let me tell you something, man. Either the mayor or HPD don't know the definition of unrelated, or we talking about something completely different. Because if there's 34 bodies in or around bayous, that's a relation. We call that a correlation, okay? Let me relax. Is there a serial killer? I don't know. I will say this though. I will say this. I would not advise walking around any bayou late at night by yourself. Wouldn't advise it. I would say if you choose to do so, hopefully you have some type of protection. I mean, this is Texas, right? This is Houston, Texas. I think every other person has a gun. I'm gonna be honest with you. If there was a serial killer out here, he probably would have been shot 32 bodies ago. I'm sorry. He probably would have had 2 victims, and that would have been it, because he would have ran up on the wrong one. I'm gonna tell you this. If the FBI jumps in and says, okay, Houston, you're right. You're right. There's a serial killer out there. We have a $100,000 reward to the capture of this serial killer and the rest. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna set my alarm for 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to downtown Houston. I'm walking along Buffalo Bayou and just wishing somebody would. I can't guarantee you I'm gonna bring you the serial killer alive, but I'm gonna bring you something. That's all I got, man. So y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think? What are your theories? Is it a coincidence? Do you believe the officials, the government, that is this a coincidence? There's not a serial killer? Do you think there's a serial killer? I don't know. I don't know. I do know this though. I want to thank you for watching this special episode. I'm not sure what channel I'm going to put this on, but I wanted to talk about this because it's been on my mind heavy. And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you didn't like it. And comment below your thoughts. I really want to know. I like to chat with y'all. I like to chat with y'all. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. It's been real. Peace.